Okay, so we're going to kind of review and kind of play again Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Volume 3. I'm going to try to play this as close to the vest as possible, as if I was on the show. This game came out in 2001. Looks interesting. I mean, I remember playing this a long time ago. Someone who takes a long time to get to the point is often asked to cut to the chase. As someone who's constantly asked to cut to the chase, this is something that I'm kind of used to.
Yes, you got it right.
I kind of talk too much. So we'll see how this goes. If this is, if this makes sense and this works, we're going to have a really neat little video here. It probably won't make sense, and I'll probably flame out real quick over something ridiculously easy. But we'll see. Question number 2. In NFL football, which of these items has laces? Well, that'd be the actual football. Which, that would make a lot of sense. I should make sure I'm clicking on this. I can't click on other things. I gotta keep it on.
D is your choice.
Keep the mouse over here, otherwise it loses the connection. I'm not using the keyboard here. Okay, so I know that a football has laces. That's gonna get me some points here. It's good.
You've got $200.
I'm smart enough to get to the $200 part. I have my little cheat sheet of what button goes where. What shape is a traditional dunce cap? I've worn a lot of these in my life. I mean, I haven't, thankfully.
You want C?
But yeah. I mean, I've seen enough dunce caps to know that they are code. I've been kind of jonesing to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the old ones.
I played these you've ever made in your
when
life.
I was in my early 20s.
Let's see if you can make it 500.
And back when Millionaire, hysteria was sweeping the nation. Which of these is also an herb? Well, savory is an herb. So I'm going to go with that. I think that's going to be our answer. I mean, I'd love to eat some pungent, but that's definitely not what we're going for. It's savory.
You like the look of answer A, huh? Fair enough.
Which is, in truth, a really weird name for an herb.
That's right.
I mean, savory? I mean, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
This is the last question before the first
so we're
safe
gonna,
haven.
We're gonna hopefully make it through these easier questions.
Let's play.
We'll get to the harder questions where I'll start to falter a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. According to the parents, they dropped breadcrumbs. Hansel and Gretel definitely dropped breadcrumbs.
You think answer B will work out for you?
And for some reason, my emulator is really ridiculous, where the X key doesn't lead to X, it leads to O. So that makes things even more confusing for me. At least the S leads to square.
Outstanding. That gives you $1,000 and puts you at the first safe haven. Let's move on now with your $2,000 question.
Okay, so now we're getting into the more meat and potatoes type questions. We'll see. Okay. Which magazine features household hints in a section called Good Things? I don't know. Household hints. I'm gonna have to use a lifeline on this already? Gross.
Okay, pick a lifeline.
I mean, I'm sure the audience will know this.
You want to ask the audience? All right.
I feel silly. Oh, crap. Maybe the audience doesn't know this. So Martha Stewart living. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, that would make sense.
Clock, please.
That reminds me of what Martha Stewart would say. Maybe.
Putting faith in the percentages.
We'll go with it.
Okay.
I think it'd be silly if Good Housekeeping had something called Good Things.
You got it.
Wasting a lifeline early. About Martha Stewart magazine. not so much fun.
Hey, $2,000 will put you at the top of tonight's leaderboard, but don't stop now.
Hooray!
Here's your next question.
I haven't played yet, so I'm at the top of the leaderboard for this. That's fun. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so there is, I believe that there is no personal section in USA Today because it's, a national newspaper rather than a local newspaper.
Final?
I think it'd be very difficult to have a personal section in USA Today.
You're gonna opt for answer D. Fine.
That'd be a little weird.
You got it.
Ah, makes sense. So I wanted to be on this show very bad. There was a lot of casting times where I was very close, if not there for it, and
hey,
it
you're
just
raking
didn't
in
happen.
the dough. How does it feel?
Which is very
Let's see how
sad
you do
because
with the $8,000
I think I would have done well on this one. Again, completely stack related. If you know the answers, you know the answers. But if you don't, you don't. I mean, you could be the smartest guy in the room, and if it's something that comes up. It's fun. The title of this 1985 Stephen King movie about werewolves. I mean, that would make sense.
You're putting your money on answer C.
That would make sense.
And you're right.
I mean, a little bit of knowledge about werewolves makes things very easy there, which is helpful. So we're around halfway through the game right now.
We still haven't found something you don't know, have we?
Again,
but we've got 7 more chances before we make you a millionaire, and it's going to get tougher.
Forward.
Here we go.
Again, these questions do ramp up in difficulty, and we'll see how they go from here. Okay. The Puttermans. A robotic family called the Puttermans. I don't remember it being Duracell. Yeah. It's probably Circuit City, but I don't know.
Hey, you don't have much time left.
This is
Remember,
a
you
while
can use
ago.
A life... Okay, select the lifeline of your choice.
So we're gonna phone a friend.
Let's call my stockbroker on this one. Prudence is an expert
my guess
on
would
this
be
subject.
Circuit City?
Yes?
Hey, Prudence, it's Regis.
Oh, hello. To what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I've got a player here who could use your help. Can we pull you away from the frenzy for just a moment?
Yes, I imagine that would be all right. What do you need to know?
Here we go.
Smart of you to call me on this one. I've been following that company for quite a while.
Wow, you're quite the expert, aren't you?
That's right. I'm going to say it's answer A.
Oh, it is
Thanks.
Duracell. Huh.
Bye now.
Sure, Regis. Goodbye.
My friend thinks answer A will
I'm gonna
work
go
here.
with you. You've been
agree?
following the company for a long time. That makes me happy. I don't
Final?
remember this ad. I'm gonna have to watch this afterwards.
You're thinking my friend
I
is
don't
right about
remember
this
the
one.
Puttermans.
Okay.
And I'm pretty good with 90s culture.
Yes, you got it right.
Definitely didn't remember that. This isn't a great game right now. Dated questions. That ad was probably fresh 2001
That's
when this game
$16,000
came
and a
out.
chance at your
We're now talking
$32,000 safe
How
haven.
many years later?
Good luck.
30 years for that advertisement. Oh, let's not screw this up here. Oh, well, they were absolutely the Minnesota Lakers. They were absolutely the Minnesota Lakers. That helps. I mean, land of 1,000 lakes, right?
D is your choice.
Makes sense to me.
When you're right, you're right.
Okay. So yeah, I've made it to that area. You know, that stupid I'm not gonna die area or I'm not gonna embarrass myself area, which is good.
Excellent. That's 10 in a row and $32,000.
I still have my 50-50. Should be able to make it at least 2 or 3 more.
Now let's take a look at your $64,000.
They tend to really step up the difficulty at this point, and I wouldn't trust the computerized phone a friend or the computerized ask the audience with these types of harder questions. Okay, James Watt, Ampere. I think it's gotta be Erg. For an ergometer? It can't be after a person. It's gotta be an erg.
Are you sure that's your final answer? You're thinking answer C. Well, all right.
Is erg named for a scientist or an inventor?
Yes,
no.
That's it.
Okay. That scared me for a second. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense any other way. That just can't make any sense. Okay.
Well,
so now we're
this
at
is starting to get
$64,000.
into some serious money here.
If I was on the show at this point in time, I would start to really think about money. And, you know, where does my gambling edge end? That's always been my fear on this show, is that I don't know how to necessarily, you know, work with the gambling aspect. One public figure was once quoted as saying, "Only the little people pay taxes." I believe this would be Leona Helmsley, actually. I remember this. I mean, I think Donald Trump's pretty funny. If this is Donald Trump, I'm going to be posting this on YouTube and laughing. But I'm going to go with Leona Helmsley. I think that's the answer. Leona Helmsley had a ton of issues. Oh, I should have probably 50-50'd that. But this definitely sounds like something Leona Helmsley would say.
You're absolutely right.
Okay. Now we're on some really big cash. Let's go get this. Let's go bring home this $2,001 million.
$125,000 is yours.
Someone in the comments will let me know
one
what
wrong
the
answer, and you'll drop back to
what the exchange rate on that would be. Okay. Here we go. Which of these is not in a... There's no tiger in a standard deck. This is all the major arcana, and it's definitely the Lovers, there's definitely the Magician, and it's definitely Wheel of Fortune. There is no tiger. So I'm going to go with the tiger.
Are you sure that's your final
answer? Yeah, that's definitely my final answer there, Reggie.
Well, you're
that's
thinking it's
just
D.
a right answer
Okay.
by every stretch of the imagination. I'd be thrilled if I got that question on the actual show. I mean, that would
right.
absolutely, you know, blow my mind for $250,000 at that point. That'd be really neat. I'd be stoked.
Very impressive. That last question puts your winnings at $250,000.
But yeah, so now we'll be at a point where I still have a 50-50. How would my gambling, you know, feel about this? Would I want to go? Would I not want to go? It'd be interesting. Okay, so let's look at this $500,000 question. I hope I don't have to use the 50-50 on it now. Which of these actors was a writer on the 60s TV series Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour? Do not know. My first instinct would be Billy Crystal, but I do not know. Let's use this last lifeline.
Okay, 50-50. That should narrow things down. Computer, please remove 2 of the incorrect answers.
Well, it's either Steve Martin
hopefully that made it a bit easier
or Robin Williams. I'm going to go with Steve Martin. Let's do it.
Final?
I would walk away if I was on the show, probably, because I don't know, but let's go for it. I want to see the $1 million question. Come on, Steve Martin. Come on, Steve Martin.
Sounds good. Fine. That's
yeah! Right. Okay, let's see this $1 million question. Robin Williams felt too young? Does that make any sense? I don't know.
The moment you've been waiting for. $1 million. Oh boy.
It's always fun to do this garbage, right? It's always fun to go for the $1 million question with no lifelines and... Let's see. American composer Irving Berlin composed music in what unusual manner? He used only his left hand. He always played the clarinet. He wrote words in Yiddish.
Hey, you're running out of time. Make a choice soon. Would you like
I don't
to
have an
make
answer
that
for this
your
that's even
final
remotely
answer?
interesting, but let's go for it. Was he a right-hander who only just used his left hand to compose
You're
music?
selecting answer A. Unfortunately, that's not correct. Here's the correct answer.
Always use the key of F sharp. Ah!
Hey,
Well, that's our video. Hope you enjoyed watching me lose on the $1 million question.
I know that's a